Why do Jews sit in this hut, this sukkah, this temporary abode for 7 days in their holiday? Well, the answer goes to the Torah. The Torah says that you have to sit in sukkahs. Why? So that you shall remember that I, God, made you dwell in sukkahs when I took you out of Egypt. What does it mean that God made them dwell in sukkahs? Rabbi Lezer says that it means the clouds of glory. That according to the Medrash, God covered them in the clouds of glory. Rabbi Akiva says actual sukkos, literally they dwelled in tents in the desert. My question though is, neither really are correct because the Torah is like a closed book. Even if you take the Mishnah as a commentary to it, how could a person look at the Torah and say, I know that I have to have in mind when I sit in the sukkah that God took us out of Egypt, but the connection is why? If you say it's clouds of glory, I can't find that in the Torah. There's no source that the Jews were covered in the clouds of glory in the Torah itself. The Mishkan was in the cloud of glory, but not the Jews themselves. Actual huts also we don't find. When Balaam says that the tents of the Jews, but again, tents, not huts. What does the verse mean? Jacob, right after he met his brother Esav, he built shelters for his animals, and he built the city called Sukkos, right on the other side of the Yabok River, on the Transjordan. When the Jews left Egypt, their first stop was Sukkos. God is saying, in these places of Sukkos, I have made you dwell. When you went out of Egypt, you went out with glory and with signs and wonders. When you went into the land, the last stop was that Sukkos on the other side of the Transjordan by Yabok. And you went into the land with signs and wonders and glory. Therefore, that is the Sukkos that you remember when you dwell in a sukkah, a play on words. Chag Sameach. Any questions? Let me know.